San Francisco, California can be a sad place. Even the teddy bears are homeless here. Among the most populated cities in the United States, it has the least amount of children. That's why teddies don't have a home. If you want that sweet stuff in SF, you're gonna have to pay up. That's why I charge a premium for my services, because I'm as sweet as Mountain Dew after some spicy Chinese food and a New York stew. And so, when I'm practicing a John Lennon song, I imagine myself in Strawberry Fields, Central Park, New York. That's always the first place I'd go whenever I go to New York. And I imagine myself listening to his songs and the Beatles songs all these years. It brings me a lot of joy. So, I do believe the soul is eternal, and one way to keep someone's memory alive is to think of them and sing their song. Johnsy did a great job. He gave it all he had, and I respect him for that. I can feel it. The stakes are being raised. The evil knows I'm piercing through levels at an exorbitant rate. A car on 3rd Street suddenly swerved into a side street, cutting me off. I had Tom Brady vision and evaded him. I'm not fast on my bicycle. I just have to execute the game plan. Get the hungry homie his food. Then, a homeless person on Broadway started charging me while rolling a suitcase. I juked quickly to the left like Barry Sanders, yelling back at him, "What you want, playboy?" What would be great is to freaking shoot and edit the movie and then screen it the same day, consistently do that. That would be hella tight. People would anticipate that ish for real. They'd be like, what's gonna happen today? Man, I wish I had parents like this down in Florida. Of course, my dad wasn't around, but even my mom, I tell her, one of the teachers called me a little Greek bastard today, and she said, well, what can I do about it? Don't upset them. And so my kids for sure will never go near a school. Can you believe that? The greatest mind in the history of the cosmos trapped in these prisons? I'm giving out joy and positive vibes, elevating everyone's frequency, and in return I'm only limited in my capacity. America is basically the Dallas Cowboys at this point, living off of past glory, still believing we're a Super Bowl contending team when we haven't even been to the NFC Championship game in 25 years. And after what happened in Afghanistan, China is licking their chops. Japan went ahead and increased its military budget by a record amount because they know if the Taliban can run the show over there, the United States can't help them anymore. And seriously, what kind of a quote is this from Amari Cooper? Yes, just just as I stated with my black swan appearing in Tiananmen Square post, there's going to be a crash. I mean, this sort of thing is a big deal to a lot of people, but for people who live a simple life like me, it's another great opportunity. My wife's bicycle got stolen on Market Street today. Our bikes have been dating for a while, so my bike is pretty sad her bike is gone. But I told my bike, don't worry, losing something just means something even better is coming. And so I can't stress that enough. Your initial reaction to when something bad happens often determines the future. Been coming to Oracle Park since I was a kid. Came to the very first game back when it was called Pakbel Park. You know, in Buddhism, it's believed that all matter is alive with the capacity to think just like we do. So when I see the stadium, I know it remembers me running all around, going down the Coca-Cola slide around the fourth inning, getting autographs, eating garlic fries, getting on the jumbo screen with my dancing between innings. It remembers me for sure. And San Francisco, California is an interesting place. You could see this person and say, there goes another crazy homeless man wandering the streets. Or there he is, the voice of an age ushering in the new cosmos. It's sort of like these new dual threat QBs that are showing up in the NFL, like Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers. They get down to the goal line to run the zone read option, and the defense has to wonder, are they going to QB sneak it or hand it off, or fake the handoff and run it in, or give it to Devo Samuel on the wide receiver sweep? Or are they going to fake the handoff, have Lance run, and then toss it to George Kittle in the end zone for a touchdown? It's like pick your poison. You're just going to have to guess and get lucky to stop this cosmic ship. And Aquarius 3 reaching 444 subscribers. I don't know about all this angel number stuff, but it sounds cool, and I like mathematics. Since I was young, I've always been like adding and subtracting things in my head, multiplying stuff too. That's great. It's fun and keeps the mind sharp. And you know, mathematics is like music. They're universal languages. No race or gender discrimination there. My wife and I are watching The Bicycle Thief, an old Italian film, one of the greatest films ever made in my eyes. She was pretty bummed her bike got stolen, so I told her about this movie and we ordered some Chinese food. The movie is set in post-World War II Italy where jobs are scarce. The main character needs a bicycle for his job, but it gets stolen. There's a great scene with his son. After the bike gets stolen, they go and have a big meal at a restaurant like they just won something. To me, that just shows the mentality you have to have in the midst of evil forces trying to drag you down. The evil will say, look, I took away your means to make a living, now be sad. And so you respond, then it's a joyous occasion. The Creator would never leave me without what I need. Amazing that this sort of thing would even be controversial. So he did a great job in this race, and I think he'll win. Based on what I'm seeing on social media, the turnout at his rallies, and the fear from the nuisance. He said that he didn't think the 2020 election was interfered with, and a lot of conservators in other parts of the country were like, look, he's a phony. But the thing is, he only has to win California, not the entire country. You really think libtards would accept him saying that the election was stolen? No way. They'd be pooping themselves. So he's a career political commentator, understands the temperature of the room and what to say at the right time. And the GameStop people are like, AMC Theater CEO Adam Aron is a shill. He's in bed with the Hedgies. AMC is a distraction. It amazes me how narrow-minded people are. Americans in particular. Just spoke with another man from Azerbaijan, and we agreed that the culture and the thinking here is warped. I don't think anyone's story is even close to mine. Looking all the way throughout history, and I'm also including Jesus' story, because I can say I was even persecuted by Christians. They treated me awfully, and I endured it all. So Christians, of course, will have an issue with that, but I'm just speaking my truth. And let time tell if I'm talking nonsense, or if what I'm saying has deep truth to it. Because a lot of what I'm saying and doing is what people think about near the end of their life, when it's too late to actually apply it. It's quite profound. The crazy thing is how people actually pay money to subscribe to things like this. Can you believe that? Paying money for fool's advice? There's been stuff like this forever, I bet, though. Probably back during the gold rush, someone would make up maps of where the big gold was, sell it to some Newtowners, and run off after they found out they'd been duped. Do you think The Office would have made it if it came out today? I think they would have canceled Michael Scott really fast. But the thing is, you need people like that, people who say what they are thinking inside out loud. It's actually really hard to do. Not only can it be really funny, but also if things remain unsaid for too long, it creates a wide range of bad emotions. Saying it out loud shows how silly it all really is. You know, Johnsy was telling his friends, I think they're listening to my phone calls. They're tapping my calls. I swear it sounds like someone is listening in. And his friend said, yeah, sure, Johnny. Loco. But it turns out the CIA was listening in on him. Richard Nixon deemed him a threat. He was a terribly paranoid person because he felt that Lenin had too much influence on the youth. All of this is in a documentary called The U.S. vs. John Lennon. And we look at the great songwriters like John Lennon, these lyrics are very simple, and the rhymes are also simple. He rhymes one with one. Bob Dylan was the same way, incredibly simple. And I was all just like, well, what about MJ? And then Kobe died. And if not now, then when? And if not me, then who? Rest easy, fellow San Franciscans. The nuisance will be gone soon. The road to recovery will take time. It starts with a shift in thinking. You are capable, you are beautiful, you will live a great life.